have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. J.J. Redick is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Pierce. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Smith in at the power forward. Follow the pass to Porzingis. Down low. Here's Lopez. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points. And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
The Knicks making a switch here. Galloway's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Griffin comes in for Josh Smith. And Chris Paul subbed in for Lance Stevenson. And now Afflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Pierce dishes to Paul. Fires the three. Deflects the pass. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. And again, it's New York.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Pierce wide open. And he fires. Sinks the triple. Pierce has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
New York leading by 21. Grant the pass to Porzingis. Back to Grant. Pass to Porzingis. Releases. They get it again. Jacks up a three. No good from Grant.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
The shot by Redick, no good.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Clippers moving the ball around. And Redick kicks to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Paul. Stolen by Grant. Pierce inside the three-point line. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Calderon in for Grant. And then for Los Angeles, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce, and it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. New York, no good that time either.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it,
too.
Oh,
they do, yes, sir. Catching up on the changes for New York, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Porzingis, and Anthony subbed in for Aaron Aflalo.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Crawford, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks leading by 15. It's Anthony with the drive.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the Clippers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Derek Williams checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Al Paul. Stevenson outside. And it's Paul penetrating. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Anthony. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And the first one drops.
Shooting for New York, Carmelo Anthony.
Both free throws good from Anthony. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 17 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Porzingis. And count it from 19 feet away. Porzingis has got 10 points.
You know, watching Aaron Aflalo, incredible form on his jumper, excellent mid-range shooter who's made himself into one of the league's better three-point shooters, too. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then, boom, right to the rack.
Lopez. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Anthony with it. He's got 17. To the paint. Clock at 6. And Lopez throws it down.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And talking about Aflalo's impeccable shooting form, Greg, he can do it so efficiently in several seasons. He has been over 40% beyond the arc.
And also a terrific free throw shooter to go along with that. But it's his high percentages from mid-range that are really impressive. Hey, former NBA Shooting Stars champion.
Right.
Does that mean anything? Probably not.
That's his first personal foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Taken away by Anthony.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
The pass to Porzingis. The three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And you see the way Blake Griffin plays. He is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkie embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Pass to Porzingis from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Knicks leading by 19 points. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. And Jordan sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Here's Lopez. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lopez has got 6 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man. perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Johnson outside. Paul right side. He dishes it to Redick. He kicks it to Griffin. 5 on the clock. To the paint. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Pushing it up. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for Grant. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Paul kicks to Jordan. And stolen by Afflalo. Here's Anthony. The rebound by Johnson.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for New York. Derek Williams checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. And then for Los Angeles, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Wesley Johnson. Feeds to Galloway. Picked by Williams. And here's Anthony from the arc. Anthony missing again. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Stevenson dishes to Smith. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, there's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Galloway, the pass to Seraphin. Takes it from 10. And Aldrich sends it back. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And it's Afflalo in for Jose Calderon. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
New York calls timeout.
New York calls timeout. The Knicks making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Galloway kicks to Early. Here's Porzingis. They get the rebound. Lets it go from deep. And he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got 13 points. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Smith out there with Cole Aldrich. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Prigioni in at the 1 spot. It's tipped. Here's Early. No good with the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47%, pretty solid. Johnson with it. Now defended by Grant. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Knicks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Grant kicks to Afflalo. New York moving the ball around. Here's Early. 5 to shoot. And the foul on Cole Aldrich. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for New York. Williams comes in for Early. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Afflalo. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. On the wing, Williams. Stolen by Stevenson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Johnson's got the ball.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's O'Quinn. Amundsen dishes to O'Quinn. Drills the baseline jumper.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Pierce against Williams. 5 to shoot. And Griffin, here we go. Poked loose. Calderon kicks to Grant. Elbow shot. Misses off the right iron.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Seraphin. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Grant kicks to Seraphin. Off target on the 15-footer.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Williams with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Now the dish to Seraphin. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Kicks it to Griffin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
One-on-one fast break. Rejected by Pierce. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. The kick out to Pierce. Excellent D there from Williams.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And he gets it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Jordan kicks to Paul. Picked by Griffin. lets it go from 14. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes the 8-footer. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Calderon. Good D by Jordan.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Stolen by O'Quinn. For 3, Calderon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
The shot by Paul, no good.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back, Clark, at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Kevin, they clearly won the second chance points category, and possession after possession, we watched them go after the loose balls and the misses and turn them into makes.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony. It was the kind of game.
Assist goes to.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Seraphin comes in for Robin Lopez. And Derek Williams subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Galloway, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Gioni for 3. It's rebounded by New York. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Williams, and that's collected by Smith. Here now the Clippers. Stevenson with a clean look. And the Clippers miss again. On the wing of Flello. Baseline jumper. And he drops that one in.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
So no problem. eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home.
Ready, gentlemen?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Iman Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And that one's good, Irving. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career because, right, they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by New York. And he gets it to go.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. Off with the layup. Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. No one near James as he lets it go. Kicks it out to Love. The feed to Galloway. Afflalo outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Pass to Love. Back to Irving. Can't hit. And New York the other way now.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And pushing it up. Here's New York. And he gets it to go. Afflalo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Here's Lopez. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And again, New York running the court in transition. They get it back. Porzingis. Great D that time from LeBron. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Kevin Jonathan, he's checked in for the Knicks. Calderon comes in for Porzingis. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And the Knicks making a change here. Grant's checked in. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And that's good off the glass that time.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Calderon.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's LeBron. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. I mean, you think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. And so they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
That's tipped. Grant gets a wide open look. No luck. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. Shumpert with it. Now guarded by Aflalo. Here's Irving. The 17-footer goes down. Irving's got 9. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Williams in for Aaron Aflalo. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Derek Williams. Inside. Outside Williams. Cleveland moving it around. Smith drives in. Here's Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Calderon. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Grant. Thompson with the rebound.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Calderon has the open look. And so... And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Mo Williams out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anthony comes in for Williams. And it's Aflalo in for Jose Calderon. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Tristan Thompson. James kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Smith. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Aflalo. Here's Galloway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here is Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Kyrie Irving.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams. And a wide open look for Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead. Porzingis passes to Galloway. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here's James outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks shooting 39% from the floor at their best.
Knicks train 17.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Picked by Mozgov. Out to the right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
At the line for 2.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland.
No denying that injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
And with that shot, the Cleveland leaders got to just one in the basket from Afflalo. Afflalo's got 8 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's Grant. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Porzingis can't hit.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Serafin. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Jefferson subbed in for LeBron. And it's Thompson with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Outside for Jefferson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jefferson's got 5. New York trailing. And here's Calderon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Varejão with a screen on Williams. Jefferson's shot is off. Pass to Calderon. From past the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Shooting for New York, Jose Calderon.
That's good from Calderon. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And he makes both free throws.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Gets it off. Can't get it to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Good game for Irving. 12 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
They've got Aflalo. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
That's a 5-second violation.
He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch. Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Now here's Anthony, following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Irving, good look. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Here's Galloway. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
For 3, Love. Knicks trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Porzingis. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break. For the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Mozgov. Love draws the double. Irving drives in. 6 to shoot. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponents' scoring chances. Here's Irving, following the score by New York.
Dishes to James. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for him, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Smith with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. It's Anthony with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got 11 points.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Here's Calderon. On deep. But they'll get another chance. Grant outside. From deep 3-point range. That ball's nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there. Stolen by O'Quinn. Right wing. Out to Anthony. To tie. And again, it's New York.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for LeBron. Jefferson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. From deep, Aflalo. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Varejao. The Cavaliers again can't hit. New York's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Jefferson kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Williams. To stop the run. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
To the wing right side. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
It's a tie game in New York. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So on the floor for Cleveland. LeBron in front of that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Now here's Williams. In the corner, Aflalo with it. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Calderon. Lopez passes to Calderon. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Calderon, no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
LeBron's shot is good.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
New York calls timeout. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Let's go, Knicks!
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
New York moving it around. The drive by Anthony. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Love kicks to Irving. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Love outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And he gets it back. Here's Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top. They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside.
Anthony drives in. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. James kicks to Love. Back to LeBron. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. LeBron dishes to Irving. From the wing. Another miss by Irving. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And it's Anthony again missing.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Here's Galloway. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Porzingis. His three-pointers off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
LeBron passes to Shumpert. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Here's Mozgov. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Anthony kicks to Lopez. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Next ball.
.110 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Irving. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Shumpert. James against Anthony. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Anthony.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He has 12 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Porzingis. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. LeBron with it. Mozgov sets a screen for James. To the middle. Off the pick.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Williams. Nice D from Varejao. And it's Smith penetrating. Williams with the steal. Calderon, a good look. Money!
Next losing. 60-65.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.